The Spin-off Podcast Network.
This is Kiwi is back for a brand new season with more inspiring kōrero from special guests including rugby player, father and role model TJ Perenara.
My family bring me joy. Rugby brings me joy too, but it's not the same joy as my family brings me.
And global dancer and choreographer Kirsten Dodgen.
For some reason, people think I'm very intimidating.
Listen to the new season of This is Kiwi, brought to you by the Spin-off Podcast Network in collaboration with KiwiBank. Available now wherever you get your podcasts.
Are you curious about how business can be better? I'm Simon Pound, and I host Business is Boring, a podcast where I kōrero with some of the most interesting people in entrepreneurship, commerce, and making things happen. Tune in to Business is Boring every Tuesday, brought to you by the Spin-off Podcast Network in partnership with Spark Business Lab.
Cozy. I'm looking off in a weird angle because my camera's over there. Okay, it's not a lot I can do about that. Okay. G'day, welcome along to the Real Pod. It's Halloween while we're recording, but maybe not when you're listening. So that was
Halloween
good.
somewhere.
My name's Jane. And
Always? Is that? No,
I think it's pretty safe to say that. Sorry, Jane.
I'm joined by factually correct Alex Casey.
Hello.
And Duncan Grieve from the Spin-off.
What's that?
And this is your reality TV and real life in New Zealand podcast. We have been plagued with technicals.
Yeah,
today.
for over half an hour maybe.
Yeah.
And we've, lost the will to live and definitely the will to pod. But we're here anyway, and we're gonna bring it back, or at least try. And I think, you know what? I think a good place to start is with the Sylvia Park Nando's opening.
Oh my god. Oh, what a night.
It was very special. It's so big.
It's huge. It looks like, I've never been there, but it's what I imagine is it Clooney's to look like.
The Clooney.
I think you're going to say Cluedo, which is different.
Clooney's house. That's what I'm saying. It looks fancy as.
Yeah. I actually talked to the I think that he's like the design director for it, and he was a lovely man, and he was rightly very proud of his creation.
We sat in we went at separate times, I should make that clear. I went with Josie from the Spin-off, Duncan was slightly earlier. Josie and I sat in the wooden kind of circular chairs in the middle. Apparently, Michael told me, no screws were used in the making of those chairs. Ponder that.
But they use...
I just assumed the whole thing is carved out of a giant... No. Ponder that.
Glue?
Maybe.
Is Ponder that your new catchphrase?
Sellotape?
I don't know. Cheesy garlic adhesive.
It was very good. It's the biggest Nando's in the country.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you have celebs when you were there?
No, but a Corny approached. Oh yeah, Clinton Randall was there.
Yeah, he was still there when I was there.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I didn't really recognize. Like, you're definitely famous, but what?
Really? Because of the hair?
I pondered that.
Yeah, and there were cornies.
Yep.
Shout out.
I got
Laura.
approached
Shout out
by a lovely corny.
Because, Alex, you posted a photo with Clinton Randall in the background, but I didn't see Clinton Randall. I saw some, 90s surf guy with bleached blonde hair.
It's a good look. It actually works for him.
Yeah. He was loving it.
Do you think he's trying to disguise himself after all the fame and that came with Dancing with the Stars?
Everyone has a blonde phase, don't they?
No, I haven't. I know, Duncan, you
I
have.
My tips were so frosted.
You got a pic of that? I'm sure the cornies would like
Oh
to see
man, that cannot disgrace the internet.
But yeah, it was
see what we
amazing.
can find.
It was delicious.
Okay.
We got some incredible Nando's merch.
So how does that make you feel about something
Jane's got her
like
looking
I was like, you were like,
oh, Jane's digging something up.
It's also frozen.
Jane might
It's
be
fine.
frozen.
We'll just go. But it was a lovely time.
Fill the void, really.
Video call.
There she goes. She's back.
Sorry, I lost you guys.
Okay, she's back.
Hello. We'll leave that in. Leave it in.
Hello.
Yep. Okay. What else are we doing on this podcast?
Oh yeah, I was just asking you about St Luke's Nandies, but we'll move on because we've got a whole lot of stuff to talk about. So let's go.
The Christmas event is
our
almost
hashtag is
nearly
hashtag-
full. Oh God, sorry, Jane.
Oh,
I was gonna say the corny Christmas.
No, that's okay.
Is rapidly filling up to the point where there is literally we're in single digits left. So get in quick, Alex at spinoff.co.nz.
It's because you've like rammed it full of celebs.
There are a lot of celebrity guests coming. I would not say who.
Fantastico is Fantastico coming?
I love it. There's an idea.
Okay, anyway. Hashtag RealPod, Facebook, facebook.com/TheRealPodPod. That's where our RealPod Corner group is. And Instagram @TheRealPodPod. Coming up, we're going to be slamming down Rustic versus Moxie in the wrap-up of My Restaurant Rules, and we're also going to be recapping New Zealand's Next Top Model, Episode 3, Season 1. And what else? I don't know, we'll just get into it. I've only got a couple bits of real news to talk about this week, and I don't have the sting to play for you, but by the magic of the internet and things, here it is. Wow, seamless.
Love that.
Wasn't that amazing? I want to know if Zarin got married. Did that happen? Do we know?
I don't know. But what a week. The lunch. The wedding.
What?
The Zorb.
I don't know any of
lunch?
this. Can someone
Erin's
explain
crappy
it to me?
lunch.
Explain it
her
to
lunch.
me.
Erin's
Yes, of
crappy
course.
lunch.
Okay, I think her... No, I like the lunch. I'm into the lunch.
Okay,
so
I need
Erin posted a
context.
photo of a lunch that her mum... Okay, on Instagram, Erin Simpson posted a photo of a bento-style lunchbox and was like, Mum, made me lunch. And it had a couple of hard-boiled eggs in it,
Yum.
bit of mayo, and two pottles of yogurt.
That,
The end.
That's a good lunch.
Why is that a good lunch?
So
Yeah,
much
you can.
protein, so little carb.
I'm funny about eggs.
What? Just eggs at all?
No, like I eat them, but I consider an egg like a private affair, and I don't like a public egg.
But what makes you think that she's being public about
Well, you
it?
post it on
I
Instagram. Don't post
So it's like a
Keep it
shame
secret.
food. Like you just go behind
don't want people
the
to eat-
sound barrier
I
behind
don't
us and
like- Yeah, like the idea of eating like a bat, like a breakfast bap or something.
what about like a McMuffin?
That's kind of fine.
Yeah.
No, actually,
Oh, come on.
I'd eat that in private.
Real.
Yeah.
Okay, here's
well,
the
normally when
thing,
I
we
eat a
didn't see
McMuffin,
her
I'm in no
eating
state
the
to be in
egg.
public anyway. As is the
true.
law.
We didn't see her eating the egg. We only saw the egg in her lunchbox, so she may have been eating it in private.
Yeah, but
Is
she's
it okay to
showing
show
off.
the
She
egg?
ate it. I just
I
don't
think
like
that's.
it.
Okay.
I think that might be a you problem. as
No, Toby
Kim
Manhire
said
is funny
Definitely
about
a
eggs as
problem.
to
well.
Kanye.
But the mayo, it's like eggs done two ways. I don't like it.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
And how long has it been sitting
yeah.
there?
But-
What's the temp on
And
that
what,
yogurt?
what is yogurt from? Is it from? That's from a cow, isn't it?
Eggs. It's from eggs. Just say it's from eggs.
not a-
eggs three
not-
ways. I love it.
I
I think it's a good lunch. I think it's all killer, no filler. Just like it's like when I order takeaways or go to a restaurant and people are like, "Should we get some salads or something to the side?" I'm like, "No, I'm not paying for stuff that I'm only ordering to make myself feel better about life.
You know,
I'm just going to order the stuff that I'm going to eat, which is the chippies and the meat."
this is what like if we had a like a proper morning show
Chippies
where
and the meat.
we had to do. Yeah,
Don't say I'm not fancy.
it's true actually. When you're a parent, you just covet your kids' foods all the time, like baked bean nachos. Anyway, the point is that this kind of chat is like if we had to do like a 5 a.m. till 11 a.m. bricky morning show on like the coast. That's not the coast. Coast, eh?
Coast, yeah.
This is what the
Yeah.
banter would be. It's just like
And it would be
real
good.
long.
We could take calls.
Probably. We could, and we probably would call it the coast.
Tina, can you pretend to be a
erroneously.
corner? A corner? Calling? Ah! I've been drinking. Just get on the mic and pretend to be a caller.
Oh my god.
This is going to be great. We're doing it live. Okay, make the ringing noise.
Hang on, she can't hear me though, can she?
No, she can't. But we can Look, this
Okay.
might not work. This might not work. Okay, you on the mic, Tina?
Bring, bring. Ring, ring.
Yeah, hello, caller.
Hi there. Hi, guys. I'm on here.
So you've said, what's your name? What's your name, love?
Tina. My name's Tina T.
And where are you calling from, Tina T?
West Auckland.
Yeah, represent. And you've been listening to our riveting chat about the lunchbox controve.
Yes.
What do you think? Good lunchbox? Or, as Alex says, bad, weird egg lunchbox?
I love an egg. Poached, fried, scrambled. I don't get a private thing. So
You don't get a private egg, Tina. Is that
no,
what you're saying?
I don't. I
You're
can't
telling
figure it
me you
out.
just eat an egg in front of a crowd.
Would you walk around eating a boiled egg like at a festival?
Hell yeah.
Tina, you've won a T-shirt. That's radio,
All
baby.
right.
We'll put you through to a teleops.
I think we're about to get hired.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mum.
Oh, wasn't she a card?
More of that coming up after the break.
Okay. No, cool. The point of this whole chat was to try and figure out if Zarin got married. So what happened was I think it was a corny who was like, I think Zach and Erin are getting married today. And
So nonchalant. I
it
said, I don't know if
sounded
this is
completely
interesting, but Zach and Erin are getting married today. And the whole corner went off like a bloody rocket.
Yeah. And they started doing some excellent spy work. So Alex was like, oh, but she was zorbing yesterday, so surely not. But then someone else dug back and found a post where she talked about the fact that she was going to have to work the day before her wedding,
She's a hard worker.
that they could only stop filming for one day. And also, I think the fact that her mum was wherever she was, making her a good, energizing lunch.
I
is a
would
good,
not want the
is a
day
good-
before my wedding day to be eating room temp weird mayo and risking my life
Hey, look,
like that.
I'm also concerned.
You're assuming a lot, Alex. I mean, there could have been an ice pack. Bento boxes these days, they come in little lunch bags with an ice pack.
The 2 eggs and the 2 pottles, like, I'm worried that there's a relationship.
What do you mean?
Like, is she dipping?
Oh,
Like breaking the
God.
sacred savoury sweet divide? I mean,
I've
No,
never heard of
no,
that.
she's not dipping. Look,
I don't know. She's just a
here's
creaky
what
cat.
I think. I think 1 egg for her, 1 egg for Zach. 1 yogurt for her, 1 yogurt for Zach. Sharing the mayo.
The mayo of love.
I think Zach's there. I think he's on set for the big wedding eve shoot. They've hardly been posting, right? They've hardly been posting on Instagram.
Slevi
They'll, of course,
flew back
won't be.
Yeah.
for it, and
They won't be.
Oh.
They won't be revealing anything because they'll have a Women's Day exclusive.
I know where it was. Do you know where it was?
No.
It was at Auckland Museum. Because Simone Anderson.
Well, someone must have seen that.
Simone Anderson. Well, maybe the corny works at the museum.
Iconic location.
Simone Anderson and Trent, Trent with the socks.
with the no socks. Yeah. Or the
Trent with the invisible
the anklet socks.
Had a beautiful photo shoot outside, but we're being very coy about what a special evening with amazing friends. Didn't say what it was. And Slevi was back for the day. Also had a photo shoot outside the museum. Like, guest of honor.
Okay. I mean,
So,
signed, sealed, delivered.
hit publish.
Right.
Hit publish, exactly. Can we do an artist's impression of the wedding and just, like, go live?
I can get Toby to draw it.
I can't wait.
In other news, broken by Alex Casey, it seems like Lily McManus might be the Bachelorette.
I have sworn that I will do a shooey live in the corner if I'm wrong about this.
That is so cool. God,
I'm not wrong.
I really want you to be wrong.
No,
now.
yeah, I know. This is
It's a very, very conflicted.
this is one of those like great philosophical conundrums. Like, is it better to have like all of the joy of watching Lily McManus, the greatest bachelor in history, or watch Alex do a shooey in the corner? Like, can we have both?
Yeah, I think we
I was
should do
going to say, is
it.
there not a way we can have
It's a
both?
celebration.
Yeah,
Um,
we'll all do a shooey.
We'll all do a shooey. Jane!
Tina.
Don't get a flappy shoey though, because that will leak.
It's gonna be
okay?
all over the show.
That's in real detail.
Oh no.
There's so much evidence. She's gone dark on Instagram. She's had a haircut. She got tagged in. She hasn't posted for 2 weeks, but just yesterday she was tagged at the skateboarding, like local skateboard, make your own wooden skateboard place. The photo looked suspiciously lit, like it was shot like they were filming. Weird shadows in the background. I showed it to a source who confirmed that it looked maybe lit.
Can't call Jose a source.
He said he wanted to be anonymous.
I believe that.
He's saucy.
She's had a haircut. Have I said that?
Yeah.
I think it's very important.
She had her hair done as well. She looked like she'd had like proper hair and makeup done.
Yep.
And ordinarily, if you're on the Instagram, am I gone?
No, you're okay.
I mean, I can hear you guys. Normally, if you get your hair and makeup done for something, and you're on the Instagram talking about it, or someone's on the Instagram tagging you, you then see the follow up event or whatever. We haven't seen the follow up.
She's also sublet her room until December.
Thought. Oh, you probably already mentioned this. So TVNZ Upfronts week today. That's when it'll be announced.
Yeah.
Right? Should we wheel it out?
Yeah.
That's why it's dark.
True.
Because they've already announced that they're doing it, but they haven't announced the who of it.
Well, they've only just started shooting, I understand. It's very exciting. It's been a long time coming. I looked back. Remember when we did that live event in Christchurch after the finale of season 3?
Yes.
And that was all we could talk about was Lily as the Bachelorette. And now it's coming true. I think.
I feel like we made that happen.
It's good that it's a shooey. Sure if you do, sure if you don't. Shooey. All right.
Okay, all right. Let's move on because those are the only 2 bits of news that I've got. Unless you guys have anything. to add.
We've got a lot to chat about from those shows.
Okay, well, let's get straight into it. Here's the sting.
I saw Jono from Maths.
Oh, yeah.
Just before this podcast in Ponsonby. He looked like he was doing a road survey. No, that's all.
Oh, like
he was
an
leaning
engineering
against
type survey.
You know those green box things. What are they?
I think that.
Huh?
Isn't he in marketing?
Yeah.
Isn't he in marketing?
He could have been doing
He
a
is in
sketch.
marketing. A sketch?
But he was looking at he kept looking up and looking
How was
back.
his hair?
It was kind of a mess, but the beard looked great. It was really windy. Like, I looked terrible. And I think he saw me take a photo of him. But it's fine. It's for the culture.
Do you reckon Jono knows what Alex looks like?
No.
I reckon he does.
Yes.
Was he sketching me?
I think that
at
Matt
that very moment? Possibly.
And just like doing it extra.
Historically, we have had a good hit rate of mass participants listening to the podcast and never ever telling us that they're listening to it.
True. We'll never know for
but
sure.
we know that they are.
I think there are people out there who are listening.
There are definitely people.
high
There
up.
are people listening.
I have a feeling. I know who you are. Maybe.
Okay.
It wasn't very convincing at all.
We'll do my restaurant rule. We'll get my restaurant rules out of the way. It's actually because it was the big finale, but there wasn't a lot of drama apart from the results.
Still cracking TV
It was
though.
crazy. It was great.
Oh, always.
I think the result was dramatic.
It was so
Let's talk
dramatic.
about
God,
it.
I was trying to do maths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to do maths.
God, it was hard
I've
maths.
been really bad at. I thought I was good at doing like basic addition, but no.
It's very hard.
No.
Colin,
Okay.
yes,
And I was expecting, the way they were handing out the scores, I was expecting the difference to be bigger than 1
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
I was like, I've lost the maths, but I'm certain that they're about 6 points ahead now.
The 10s were
I was
brutal,
wrong.
but there was the 0.5s and the. I mean, it's all very complicated.
Anyway, so it was. I didn't get to watch the one before the final because TVNZ didn't send it to me. So should we just do the final?
Yeah.
Is
Big
that okay?
Moxie.
Or have you got? Did things happen in the previous episode that?
Two things that are important. When that buzzy entree came out, they had that bright yellow Mandarin, crazy reduction or something splattered all over the plate. It was, came out and Raph went colours. I think that's important.
That's really
Second
important.
point, Eat Lit Food was great. I thought
Yeah.
he called out Tyson on his shirt about saying that whatever the dessert wasn't difficult or wasn't that it was an easy thing to do well, and Eat Lit Food went all in.
Safe's the
He
word.
said it's a really there's a lot of strong flavours and it's quite hard to get right. And I was like, love that. Take them down a notch.
Right.
Yeah.
But that was all, I think, from Moxie.
Okay, should we get it straight into the big final? It's Rustic versus Moxie. Julie is here, is bloody amazing. Can I just
glow
say?
up.
She's been given. She's gone to dry and tea or something, and she's been given the full Bachelorette treatment, which is the
flying
beautiful
locks.
soft waves.
Hey, there's an idea.
Super duper shiny.
Julia for Bachelorette.
If things go south,
I will do a shooey. If not.
You're really doing a lot of shows, eh?
I love seeing everyone in their glad rags, full stop. Like, who's the lady, the ones from Littleton? Rob
PJ.
and
PJ's dress was
scarf,
good.
a very thin scarf. What was that doing? What was the point of that?
It was cold.
I liked the two
cold?
bow ties. At least two.
Raffins.
Full tuxedo for
Oh, mate.
old mate. Yeah, from Moxie.
And Daniel, at one point, was wearing a jacket that looks very much like the kind of jacket that Manu would wear.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that he was almost like a tapestry? Not tapestry. It was a burgundy coloured one. It was kind of embossed.
Velour.
I don't know the words.
Mm.
It was fancy. Anyway, we start at Rustic. There's a lot. I mean, I knew there's a lot of wood, but there's really a lot of wood in that place.
They got wood.
Like a lot. They've got wood on their menu, like everything. Wooden cups.
It's shabby chic.
Wooden knives and forks. It's crazy.
Keep the termites away. Sorry.
Oh, no.
We've got termites at our house. And we're renting.
You do?
What am I supposed to do? Yeah.
What are they doing?
I just... we found some termite droppings. Anyway, I don't actually want to talk about it because I just don't want our landlord to know.
Oh, no.
I mean, I don't think I brought them to the house, but I just can't be bothered dealing with it. Anyway. I was so hungry while I was watching this that I just thought everything looked so fucking
It was
delicious.
hearty
I can't
fare.
even tell you.
Hearty fare.
Yes.
Remind me again what was the first thing? What was the...
Smoked
It was
kingfish.
Oh, that's right. Is that one with all the carrot
Was
stuff
there
on it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't actually look that
There
great.
was celeriac. There was celeriac somewhere because he called
Underneath.
it celeriac.
Oh, yeah, the classic.
Not Tyson.
Sorry, I don't know what it was. You know that thing that they do?
A smear.
Yeah.
The smear.
In
The
a
smear.
way.
The puree smear. Amy negged the main, which was some big chunk of meaty, yummy thing. Looked amazing.
Sorry to interrupt. We have a very important message.
If you love the spin-off, and you do, like if you're listening to this, you do, the best way to show it is to become part of the spin-off members.
This is a fund that helps keep the spin-off free and accessible to everyone without a paywall.
It also funds some of our most important journalism, like the stuff that we absolutely cannot do any other way without your help.
To get involved, you can pay whatever you want, as little as you want.
Yeah,
Is that true?
$1 a year.
$1 a year. Think of that, Tina. $1 a year.
And then you get to say you're part of something.
You get to be part of a club. I don't think there's any club you can join for $1 a year.
Yeah, it might have been a mistake, to be fair, pricing out of that.
If you want to up it a little bit for $8 a month, you will get a book. The first ever spin-off book.
It's a sick book. There's 2 copies in front of Alex. The only 2 copies in the world right now, we think, maybe.
One of them has been used as a coaster, but it's also good for a read. We've also got very exciting...
This is huge.
This is huge.
Sit down, wherever
Sit
you
down. Tell your friends. No.
This for the cornies. Like, this is literally for the cornies, and it's a chance to show your level and your loyalty, and to compete and beat the other podcasts made by the spin-off.
For a very limited time, for a very exclusive number of you, you're going to get a Real Pod badge if you sign up to the spin-off members and say that you're a friend of the Real Pod.
Yeah,
Is that how we're doing it?
You have to join at the book level, which is the $8 a month level. You get everything else. So you get the tote, you get the book, you get the sticker, and the badge, and the Real Pod badge, which is, there's going to be like maybe 50 of these things in the world ever.
Elite. So you have
status.
to go to thespinoff.co.nz /the Real Pod.
Correct.
Sounded like a question.
No. It's no. When I say correct, I mean incorrect.
Oh, okay.
The spinoff.co.nz/realpod. No, the /realpod. I feel like that's like a long time mistake of yours.
Yeah, but that's what it.
No.
But the podcast is called The Real Pod.
Yeah, but the URL is not. Okay, look, I'll make another URL.
Okay.
Gosh. All right, please do that. We want to win. We want to beat the other podcasts.
That's the main thing here.
Well,
apart from
also,
all the other good stuff, like What Our Journalism, keep the lights on, all of that. But we have to win.
Especially Gone By Lunchtime. If Gone By Lunchtime beat us, it's over. Like, is it? Can we make threat? Okay, let's stop it. Thank you.
Bye.
Hi, this is Toby Manhire, busting into your podcast to say please come and listen to our podcast too. Our podcast is Gone By Lunchtime. I'm the host, and together with Ben Thomas and Annabelle Lee Mather, we chew over the political issues of the day. It's Gone By Lunchtime. Come and check us out, thespinoff.co.nz, Gone By Lunchtime, and it's on all the podcast platforms. You know where to find them.
It was two types.
Was
It was the cheek
two ways.
and the bum, I think.
No,
or the loin.
yeah.
Nose to tail.
It's Colin's favourite.
It was just a roast, though.
And
like that was it was just a real hearty as roast. I think that they looked delicious, but at the same time, you did sort of think hard to get a 9 with a roast.
no, give me a roast. I'll give you a 9. Any day. I think you're wrong, Duncan.
Oh dear.
Agree to disagree.
Well, I'm thinking of fancy chefs.
Yeah. Well, I don't know that these guys are fancy chefs.
I mean, it was good. I think it.
They're just chefs. They're not fancy chefs.
But I think that's good though. Like that's why I was happy with the result ultimately, because it proved that it's not just like, do you execute Auckland contemporary food values well, therefore you win. Like you could win it doing sort of country shit, which was lovely to see. Even though anyway, we'll get to that.
Okay, Rafe gave the dessert 10 out of 10. So that was the moussey thing with the dried lettuce rhubarb situation.
It looked delicious.
And the sorbet. Yeah. Looked yum. I love rhubarb.
Really?
And he was like,
first eggs, now this.
Oh my God.
Fuck off.
Terrible thing. Get away.
So yum.
No. Not terrible. Wonderful.
This is the issue that's divided the pod.
Apple and rhubarb crumble. Have you not had any of my apple and rhubarb crumble before?
Instead, please.
No, it's too sweet. Rhubarb.
It's got the tartness.
Nah.
Shame on you.
Well, we're really falling apart.
But it didn't even look cooked. Isn't that what Colin said? Some of it was like...
Oh, yeah, that was the other bits of rhubarb.
Yeah. See, that I don't like. The lettuce, I'll allow it.
Anyway, let's get back to Raph. He gives it 10 out of 10. He's like, loved it, it's perfect, 10 out of 10, except for here's the things that were wrong with it, which I thought was really cute. Like, he can give something 10 out of 10 and then still go back in and just be like, this was a bit shit, but still 10 out of 10.
He's a sweetie.
Raph.
He is such a sweetie. Okay, what else? They got some points. No, we don't even know the points yet.
It was crazy how the finale was just all scrammed into one episode. Like, it was great, loved it, but it did feel quite rushed after the languid pace of the
They should have done it over 2.
Yeah, why not?
I guess shocked.
They got to start Bake Off.
Yeah.
So maybe it was a scheduling situation.
What was the dessert?
Anyway, so then we head to... The dessert was the mousse. We just talked about it.
literally just talked about it. You were complaining about it.
Oh, yeah. Yummy mousse, yucky rhubarb. Next. See, I just don't even see rhubarb as dessert. That's why that threw me off.
I think you should stop. Just stop with the rhubarb shaming.
You might get kicked out of the corner. This is crazy.
Someone will be with me out there. Someone's nodding sagely.
You're going to start like a rebel corner. Rhubarb haters.
The barbs, in a way.
Okay, someone draw up a poll in the corner. Okay, we're off to Birkenhead. Birkenhead, Northcote. Where is that? Birkenhead for a lovely dinner at Moxie. All I can really remember, I didn't like the look of the entree. It looked too fancy.
So much going on.
Colours. Was that
Fish
there?
is
Oh, no.
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, no.
It was fish. Was it?
But didn't it have like bubbly?
It was a ceviche or something, wasn't it?
Yes.
It looked incredible.
Yeah.
It looked good, like it looked pretty, but then I thought, oh, do I want that or just some yummy fish? You know, like the other lot did. Obviously, next time they need to get us in the judging panel.
Yeah, weird
right?
that we weren't invited. What with our
Well qualified.
expertise?
I was watching it thinking, this would have been, how good would it have been if we got to go to the Moxie restaurant,
Just
final.
be in the room.
That'd be so good.
I know, I wondered about that. Is it just, would they have just invited a bunch of people? Are those people paying?
That
What's
seems like a
goss?
mega screw up from TVNZ publicity.
To
if
not
you're listening.
invite,
To not invite
I guess to be worried
New
about.
Zealand's only long-running reality TV podcast trio.
Dedicated.
We would have paid. Maybe that was
Recap
the money
podcast.
thing.
Could have been a money thing. Could have crowdfunded to get there.
We could have just,
Anyway,
Yeah.
entree,
I couldn't
whatever.
have eaten it, to be
Mains,
honest.
mains, the big meaty rib thing with dried maggots on
Oh
top.
yeah, I thought so as well.
Right.
It looked terrible.
It's quite rustic.
Yeah, it's very
These are kind of
roadkill, part 2.
it is very rustic.
What about roadkill?
It's the funniest.
That's one of
That's
those
the
fucked up
craziest thing that
things
I've ever seen.
that's happened on
It has to be
TV.
an end of year reality
Yeah.
rap. Like, I think it could almost be its
Hang
own
on.
piece.
Is it? I mean, everyone's watched the show. We know who wins. Isn't it crazy to think that the people who won are the people responsible for driving a toy truck through some pate?
Oh, it's so good.
It's good though.
Like New Zealand's finest cuisine.
It's creativity. Like
It is
proper.
creativity.
You know, you wouldn't catch them doing that at
theatrics, he called it.
Soul or
They'll be doing it now.
Moxie. Any of New Zealand's top restaurants. That's the only two I know.
My one takeaway. Takeaways. My one takeaway from this episode was obviously the shape du jour of fancy desserts is the long,
Oh,
thin,
yeah.
the long thin rectangle.
You're absolutely right, Jane. Can't argue with that.
Thank you. Honestly, amazing they
That's
don't
analysis.
get us
So
on that.
that's why the corny pays the big bucks.
Shape du jour. It's just good.
It looked yum though, don't you think? The creme brulee?
Yeah.
Which dessert, based on visuals alone, would you go for?
I go creme brulee every time.
Yeah, I love a creme brulee.
Creme brulee.
Yeah. I also liked Daniel's shading of the tension between Tyson and Daniel over the bad brulee.
That's
He
right.
did the callback.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was
Did
good.
Daniel have any
Though
funny
I feel like
moments?
they're quite palsy.
What?
Did Daniel have any weird outbursts in the final?
No.
I think he had one. He's doing that strange thing where he pretends to be nice and normal, and it's very disconcerting because he's like the Joker. He's a very Joker vibe. Like,
Yeah.
He's not a plausible, nice, normal person, but he's really committed to it.
So anyway, eating all the food, judges get up, everyone gives some scores, and in the end, Tyson and Denise win. They seem completely and utterly unexcited by the whole idea because of the two endings, the two shot endings.
Yeah.
They didn't know. They did that thing where they shoot two endings, so they're just obviously not very good actors, right?
But blonde Moxie lady burst into tears. Did you clock that?
Yeah.
So I wonder if that was the first run at it. You know what I mean? Like, you're not doing that on your second go. I don't get
right.
it. I don't get how those work and
I
can be
just
in
don't,
any way
I don't
convincing.
get it either.
What do you mean? So they shot.
They shoot
them both
two
winning?
endings, yeah.
They shoot an announcement of both of them winning
Why?
and reactions
So no one knows until
so that it doesn't get out.
Who's
you not know this
who's
about-
no one?
The television.
The people.
Who are the people?
Contestants.
Any of the people in the room.
Well, why do they need to not know?
Leak a triggers.
Because then it leaks.
What?
It leaks like a leaky old boat.
Really?
Like a flappy shoe.
They don't do it for The Bachelor
Yeah.
though, right? It's only for cooking shows they do it.
No, though I was thinking about how we had that theory.
Yeah.
We thought that maybe that's what happened with Danny. No, I don't think they do it with Bachelor, but they definitely do it for My Kitchen Rules.
Wow, that's very bad sort of TV
And
science.
because there was a few years ago, there was a pair who didn't realise it was this weird two-ending thing that they were shooting, and they genuinely thought they'd won, and then they watched it on the telly and they didn't win.
Oh no.
Oh, so yeah. Anyway, that's why when they announced Tyson and Denise as winners, they were like, "Oh, this is great. It's just really great that we've won this competition."
Well, they were, but Tyson was also, he was doing that like raised eyebrow. I really wanted to interview him afterwards. I still kind of do, because I feel like there's never been a more confident young man. And,
You're getting time.
We are?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa.
You told me to get time with Tyson.
Yeah, but I didn't think I was telling you. I thought I was just talking.
No, I sent an email out with hopefully tomorrow. Do you want to
No,
do it? You can do it. Take it. We'll do it on the pod.
Yeah, we'll do it on the pod.
Okay, so is this a good time to throw to a possible interview with Tyson?
No.
No.
It'll be a bonus feature. By the way, just so that you
Bonus.
can't see, it's not a video podcast, but Jane right now has an adapter from like a mini USB to like a maxi USB, and she's sort of stroking it over her nose absentmindedly, and it's very funny. Very funny to look at. If you can imagine that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, I love it. Don't stop. No, yeah.
I think you should get time with Tyson and with Daniel as well.
I think Daniel will be too coy. Like, he won't tell me the
Daniel's,
truth.
aggro.
But
Remember, they lashed
Okay,
out
you're sure. Yeah,
about
yeah.
the editing real early on.
What I would like to do is go to Katikati and
He'd eat you for breakfast.
and just sort of be a lurker
Yeah.
and just observe the
What if they know who you are?
psychosexual dynamic.
You're going to have to wear a fake moustache
The-
just in case.
Erotically
Wear a fake
charged
moustache.
Full
kitchen.
prosthetics like Borat. I mean, whatever the other one is. You know the one. The political one.
No.
This is America. Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Oh, no, that's
yeah.
the song.
Snorter.
You know what I'm talking about. Someone out there knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, it feels like this is a good time to move on to our next TV show, which is New Zealand's Next Top Model, Season 1, Episode 3. In case you have just joined us, we are recapping. You can't just join this part of a podcast, can you?
Well, it depends if the radio
You
show
just
is
tune in to
real.
like 3/4 way. We are recapping New Zealand's Next Top Model to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of such a great show.
But quite
Give me
I
models. Every time. That theme
also,
song.
the Cornies are doing like watch parties, which is real cute. Like they're watching it together so that they can all comment at the
That's
same time.
lovely.
It's so hard. There's like
love
a
them.
count. There's like a custom countdown thing. I didn't
How
even
do
know
you
it
do
was
that?
possible. I have no idea. It's Ollie Chick every time, without fail.
I want to join the watch party. When do they do it?
Mondays 8:30.
Oh,
In
so
the
straight
corner.
after
Just go in the
Bake
corner
Off.
and you'll see.
I want to do it.
We'll back off on
Okay.
Sundays.
Have you?
Is it not?
Have you noticed?
No, it's once a week now. 90 mins.
Me?
Oh.
Have you noticed me at all, you guys?
What do you mean?
Because it's just you're talking and I was trying to talk and you're talking amongst yourselves. And that was all. No, have you noticed that in the opening titles it says who will be, and then it's question mark, and then it goes into the New Zealand's Next Top Model.
I did
And
not
it
notice
seems
that.
Grammatically.
completely
Not good.
But then, I mean, I can understand the dilemma they were in. They didn't want to put New Zealand's Next Top Model and then put a question mark after that, because that would ruin that opening, place card thing.
It was.
So they decided, well, we can't leave it with it's a question. We can't leave it without a question mark. So we'll just chuck it on the who will be.
It was a different time, different rules,
Yeah.
different
Really
mores.
weird different rules. Okay, so we started the episode with a debrief of last week's elimination, at which point the models start to bag out the photographer. Being like, I just don't think she's a very good photographer, which I thought was funny because they're not really models yet, but the photographer probably is a proper photographer. So you do the math. We can't do the math.
No.
We've already established that. And then they went on to this great hip hop challenge. How much did you love the hip hop challenge?
Oh my
Loved
god, I
it.
loved it.
The look, like all of the looks all of the different outfits that were hip hop?
No, I'm talking about
the class.
The pre, let's go to the
And
dance,
Sarah
just the dance
was like,
class.
I'm out.
Yeah.
And just went and sat outside.
Good call, to be honest.
No, she didn't say I'm out. She was like, I'm going to the toilet. And then never came back.
I mean, that's
She
classic.
did the toilet ghost. That was classic. And then she was like sat down out in an alleyway and Colin comes out to give her a pep talk, which didn't work, by the way.
Unbelievable.
He couldn't get her back in
That's
there.
amazing to be immune to Colin.
But his hair, he had kind of like a Jareth from Labyrinth kind of hairdo going on. And it was kind of just like wisping in the wind, in the breeze. And it was magnificent.
It's had a lot of different looks.
I mean, this whole show is
hair-wise already.
crazy.
It's quite extraordinary.
I know. Anyway, they're all very, very bad at dancing, and Colin said that it was like it looked like when you pull spaghetti out of a packet and drop it onto a plate, which doesn't happen.
Yeah. When
You pull spaghetti out of a packet and you put it in a pot of boiling water, right?
Maybe like a udon. You know what I mean? Like a pre...
Yeah.
Is that spaghetti?
No, but I think it's what you mean.
It's not really spaghetti though.
Like if you want the visual of the...
I don't think udon was that accessible in a packet at the supermarket 10 years ago.
Amazing how much things have changed, eh? And that's just
Really
one
have
thing.
changed. Really have.
Did Colin know about
else
udon
happened?
in 2009?
Text them.
A spin-off
Live
inquiry.
text.
I can't text them again.
Okay, so Terrell Lee is just caning it. She won the challenge last week, and then she won again this time with the hip hop posing. So Duncan, now's your time. The looks, the 1980s hip hop look.
It's just,
and the
I don't know
makeup.
what it is. The makeup is crazy. The whole episode had really, really outrageous makeup.
Yeah.
The looks are... I mean, I don't know what they are, but they're just not particularly... Are they hip-hop?
Well, I thought it reminded me 2009, those House of Holland t-shirts. Do you guys remember those? That said like Wada Corker, Karen Walker. They were like huge at my high school. I was like 7th form. They were really expensive. It was this fancy brand. All the cool fashion girls had one.
Whoa.
And I think they were like rips of that. Like it was the kind of like the Choose Life, whatever. That's what it is, eh? The George, yeah. That sounded real political for a second. I think it was a rip of that. Because immediately I saw them and I was like, oh my God, I remember what those t-shirts. Because then like Spray and all the other chain stores started doing rip-off ones.
Yeah.
And it just took me back to that exact moment in time. And I just loved it. I was so grateful for that reminder. You remember them? What a Corker, Karen Walker. Everyone in Auckland was wearing those t-shirts in 2009.
I
don't
must have just
remember
been at home
that
at the time.
specifically.
But you guys were like, you guys would have been the influential like band, right? Like you were on Telly, Jane. Surely you had a What a Corker, Karen Walker
no, I
t-shirt.
wasn't.
I'll show you them.
No, but I do remember having a Federation shirt that or a Ruby shirt that had some big writing on it. It was a Ruby shirt and it had some big writing. It was like a sleeveless tank situation.
These ones.
So maybe that was all part of the same.
You've seen that before.
That never
What are you guys
happened.
doing?
I'll show you, Jane. Oh, no, don't worry. Look, it's fine.
Okay.
If you don't know, but maybe it was really specific to my high school or something.
Well,
But it was like all the
right,
kind
yeah,
of...
maybe.
Anyway.
It looked more 80s than it did hip hop.
Yeah.
And it's just,
It was
a brutal assignment as well.
It was.
The whole like the I loved Colin's what are you squatting for? You have to ask yourself. They said it so sincerely, like a real like I'm not going for something acid. I'm just it was good.
And I really stitched up Olivia with that eye patch.
The eye patch was amazing.
When she came on screen with that eye patch, she's just like, they said someone's got to wear the eye
That
patch. And I was
felt-
like, me. I was like,
Someone's
you
got
should
to
have
wear
said
the
not
eye
me.
patch.
That was a
Not me.
dare, eh? That was the crew just having a fucking laugh. Like an eye patch.
I'm sorry, but is that a classic 80s hip hop look?
Oh, fuck, it actually is.
I mean,
Slick
I could
Rick.
be ignorant.
That's Slick Rick.
Okay, so
Oh my god.
why wasn't anyone wearing a giant clock also?
Yeah, it's true.
Clock necklace. You know, they really could have gone to town on that. I think that the hip hop inspiration for this is more that kind of the hip hop you do when you do jazz ballet. You do a jazz ballet class and you do a hip hop
Yeah.
class,
Correct.
and it's just a bunch of like rich white girls doing their hip hop,
Hello.
their version of hip hop.
Did it when I was
Alex
11.
Casey.
That's amazing. That hasn't become a spin-off story
cute.
yet. A funny old pick.
It's in there.
Who was it?
Top
got-
hat.
I
Who
got
was
some
it who
cool
thinks that
walkers.
they're bipolar because they have good moments and bad moments?
So that was Sarah
So-
having a laugh about it, which
Yeah.
again, just not a thing that's aged well particularly.
No, I just don't think that would make the edit this time round.
Then the whole
Colin threw up the goats for the hip hop challenge as well, which I thought he's. That's not a hip hop
classic
sign.
hip hop sign. And then we had the Ajo incident, which was just very sad and not.
Oh
good.
yeah, that was really tense. There was, I don't know who said it, but I just wrote someone was trying to comfort her, and they were like, "You're here, you're here because you're beautiful, not because any racism."
There's no racism. That was just
I think
a
was that the one-
statement in isolation. It's made up. Okay.
But also completely got the wrong end of the stick about. It's not like Aja was going around saying, "I'm here because people are being racist." So that whole idea of you're here because you're beautiful, not because of any racism, it doesn't work on any level.
No,
at all.
the whole way it was constructed was just a total shambles
Yeah.
and bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
So it all started because Aja wanted to use the bathroom and Tyrrell had been in there for like 5 minutes.
No, well,
and
this was
she
her
was
second
like,
go.
Come on, mate, need to brush my teeth.
It was Tyrrell's second go at the bathroom as well. Unbelievable.
Well, a bit of a Neil,
that's-
a bit of a
no,
Neil
that's not
situation.
okay.
What's going on? But and then Cheryl like went off weirdly, being like, "You can't be a model if you don't have a long shower or something."
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
No, you can't be a model with only 5-minute showers. Which may be why I'm not a model. Because I only do 5-minute showers.
I've already talked about
So
this
that
on a
must
different
be the
podcast
reason.
today, but did you know that Andy Serkis doesn't shower?
What?
Something about.
Disgusting.
At all.
And he says that he has sex 4 or 5 times a day.
What?
And that's just news.
What?
That's been reported. He said it in an interview. I talked about it on the rag. I don't know why I keep talking about Andy Serkis today, but it just keeps coming up.
Fuck me.
Crazy, eh?
Says Andy Serkis quite frequently.
So does he use baby wipes or does he do a flannel down or anything? Does he do
Oh,
flannel?
no. He spends so much
I
time
think
in a morph suit as well.
Imagine that's got to be a disposable or just for
That's
Andy
going
Serkis.
straight to the biohazard bag that has needles in it. and stuff.
Just
So
It's
gross.
in print. I know.
Therefore, it's true.
I mean, the thing is, I was like, how's that not come out earlier? But then, how does that come up? So, Andy,
why you
yes,
smell so
you're
bad?
really pungent, buddy. Woof.
Is this Peter Jackson? Are you
How
doing Peter
do
Jackson
we
character
go
right
from
now?
here? How do we get from there to here?
Oh my god. Anyway.
Snow Planet. We got a
Aja,
Snow
there's
Planet.
Also,
Planet.
while she... No, wait. While Aja was outside being upset and they were trying to comfort her and she was talking about leaving and she's just like going to go and tell Sarah or whatever, someone was smoking. Someone
Oh.
was smoking. I saw cigarette smoke. I don't know if it was crew or if it was cast, but someone
Crew,
was
eh?
smoking.
Just the camera guy?
Again, it was a different time.
I don't think it was
a
that
different time.
different. That you could like smoke while holding the boom, like just hanging out.
Okay, anyway, then we're off to Snow Planet, as Colin refers to it as New Zealand's only indoor ski resort. No, hang on.
I thought it was
wasn't Colin,
Australasia
it
or
was Cicerich.
something. Maybe.
Only indoor ski
It
resort.
doesn't make any sense. It
You
was a
know,
different
an
time
issue with
though.
that.
Remember?
Snow Planet Resort.
It was a different time. It's not really a resort.
It's more of just a
Is it?
long
It's just a-
room.
Just a hill, just a snowy hill with some walls.
Can I say
It's
something?
not like you can get a margarita at the top of the cafe at the top there.
What? You might. It's got a lovely cafe.
No, but there is no cafe at the top. The cafe's at the bottom, whereas, at a ski resort, it's a cafe at the top. In my very limited experience.
No, she's right. She's right on that one. Hey, Snow Planet, who's been? Hands up.
Never
Yeah.
been.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Never been.
as a veteran, along with our caller earlier, Tina T. It's bloody cold.
Is it?
It's like colder than
is
the
cold.
mountain.
What?
Because there's no sun.
Yeah, because there's no sunshine.
Oh,
Ain't no
okay.
sunshine.
Yeah.
And snow.
Wow. I should go away.
No.
Like,
I mean,
seriously though,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
real, do not book a holiday at the Snow Planet Resort because I'm like 2-star reviewing that on TripAdvisor. I'd much rather go to the actual mountain where there's sunshine.
yeah, it's what.
If I'm going to go to a resort,
Yeah. Okay. The point I'm trying to make by alluding to its frosty temp is that they were very scantily clad for the conditions. And I think it's not surprising. I
Yeah.
mean, I know that models have to adapt and what have you, but it seems like these are very green models who have been thrown into some like hip hop dancing on top of a building and then wind tunnel and then it's almost like
It's a bit fear factor, isn't
it's
it?
a bit fear factor.
if you do become a model, it's not like they keep doing these things where they're like, well, you might have to get frostbite on a shoot, and you might have to pull a hip hop look on top of a building on a shoot. So we may as well just do that. Oh, you might have to work with tigers. Like, you can't just. Well, I suppose you can because they did. But anyway, there was someone with like naked toes at one point.
What?
Standing in the
Naked
snow.
toes.
Naked. Yes.
And Christabel,
Like, you know,
bare-legged.
pink toe shoes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Someone though, Chris Rich said that she's hot outfit, looking
Chris
hot.
is Chris is
Maybe
rich.
that generated some
He's
heat.
just a one-man
that?
definition of problematic.
Little live wire. Just everything he says is just yuck. It's just yuck.
I've been photographed by him before, by the way.
What? Jane, yay! Have
Yeah.
you got the
God.
picky
For the Make
pickies?
Poverty History campaign. Didn't work, by the way.
Oh my god.
It's like a zinger. You should do that on
actually
stage. That's
a
a
stand-up
bit.
bit.
Yeah.
I'm putting it in my routine. Okay. Sarah has a headache, and so she's having to lay down on a bus and doesn't want to be a model anymore,
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is kind of lucky because, spoiler alert, I don't think she's a model anymore.
Has anyone looked her up?
Nah.
It's pretty hard. What's her surname? She's called Sarah. Terrell Lee is very easy to look up by virtue of the fact that no one else on this entire planet is called Terrell Lee.
That's true.
Sarah's a bit trickier. At the elimination, Sarah Tetro looks like a B-52. What is that?
Her
What's her
hairdo was
Oh,
crazy
yeah.
sixes, but okay, if we're going to talk about hairdos of judges, Colin looks like freaking a young Don King. It's so cool.
Afro.
Just
I've got Einstein, but sure, same thing, right?
mega hair.
I wrote this. Sarah looks like, you know, Mars Attacks. You know that film?
Yeah.
Mars Attacks, when the aliens go into a woman's body, and she's got like that huge hair like that. It was so dramatic.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
the budget
But also,
on hair alone.
I don't feel like the hairspray budget.
Well, yeah,
like, a
it was
lot.
before the climate
A
change,
lot.
of course, in a way.
It's
Responsible for climate change.
it also there's something just about them having real fucked up hair and no one commenting on it, and it's just like part of the show. It's great. I love it. More shows should do that. Just wacky 60s.
definitely
Because
should.
it wasn't like they were all kind of a piece, particularly,
No.
were they? It was just some.
It wasn't a theme.
it was just
No, because do you
Party, it
think? Imagine this was in a little time capsule in like 60s into the future when we're all gone. Well, at least Duncan and I. And someone comes along, they find next top model, they see this episode and see the hair, and they're like, that is crazy hair that they had back in the early 2000s. But it's not representative.
Well,
We weren't all walking around with hair like that.
I wonder if there were complaints
We
about
should have
that.
been, but we weren't.
The potential for misapprehension from space visitors in the
Yeah.
future.
I think they're just,
Very high.
they're trolling. Angela Dunn, by the way, never heard of her, but now I feel like she is New Zealand's premier model, supermodel.
Or, counterpoint,
right?
did they just
They just
invent
keep-
her?
Like a
True.
Simone. You know the Al Pacino movie? This is a simulation.
No.
Someone out there knows.
Scent of a Woman.
Huh?
It's just an Al Pacino movie.
No.
I mean,
Just another one. She doesn't have a
I
scent.
would
She
have
was
argued
fake.
that Rachel Hunter was our biggest or first supermodel. Only supermodel?
Yeah.
Anyway. They just missed, you know what? I reckon you could get Rachel Hunter for top model now in this day and
Well,
age.
I mean, does she? Is she?
What do you mean?
Reboot? Time for a
Is she
reboot?
what?
I feel like maybe she is on the show. Is she? Like in the future?
Is she? No, but I mean, I reckon you could get her as the Sarah Tetro.
Yeah,
character.
totally. She's just around now.
She's very spiritual now, though.
She's just
Like, I
kicking
wonder
around.
if she's, you know, she
She's
seems
had-
quite distant from the whole industry.
Mm.
Don't know.
By choice or anyway.
Anyway,
My favourite bit of the elimination was when someone, can't remember, Tyrrell Lee was like, I don't like my photo, I look fat
oh yeah.
and I don't feel toned. And Sarah Tetro says, I think Sarah Tetro is about to say, look, you actually look beautiful and you're being too self-conscious. You just need to relax into it. And instead she says, if you feel like you need to get toned, get toned.
No, she
If
actually
you don't
said,
feel
I
toned,
was so
tone.
But I like that we all wrote it
There you
down,
go.
two of us correctly. But I just think that's such a funny line. If you don't
Did
feel
I get it
toned,
wrong?
no, you got it right.
Oh, yeah.
Jane just made something up.
No, I got it wrong. Okay, don't. I was so shook. I couldn't remember the exact wording.
Also-
I was so in the moment.
Dandruff. We just made the exact same notes. It's a good show.
It's a great show. It's very funny. The elimination starts 25 minutes into a 45-minute episode. It's amazing. It's a watch. It's a good watch. More spunk, please. Someone said at
also-
some point. That's disgusting. I think that was probably Chris. Or
My
Andy
other
Serkis.
favourite part was when Colin referred to Sarah having come through so much and having kicked the habit of A-class drugs
Yeah.
instead of Class A drugs. Like, it sounds like he was like,
Loving it.
she kicked top-notch drugs.
Oh, man.
Anyway, join us next week for episode 4. Can't wait. Oh, Sarah got booted out, by the way, for obvious
Yeah.
reasons, because she did not
And
participate
Christabel
at
won?
all.
Is there a winner?
in this. And Christabel won.
That, well, I mean, that.
Christabel.
Was
And
it-
even though her face was
Yeah.
covered in snow,
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of weird.
they
Dandruff.
Well, yeah.
I like the way that they pretended like there was some kind of a suspense at the end. It's like, well, I don't, you know, like you can't just, because they were like, who will win? You know, Olivia for this week's photo, or Sarah for one from last week in place of the one she didn't even do this week. So I fucking wonder. Edge of my goddamn seat right now.
But who will the eye patch? You gotta ask yourself.
Oh, God. Do we bother with any of the rest of the segments on this week's podcast?
No, I think we've
Not
given
really,
it a good crack.
except
I think so. Oh, no.
for...
What was
There's
that?
just some
no, we do have
There's
one
some good
thing.
Colin
No,
stuff
we've got to go
around.
into the cranny, because we've got, like, big cranny. I know we've done a lot of Colin tonight.
For yourself.
Today. We've got more Colin, okay? So here's the sting.
Colin's Granny. Colin's Granny. Colin's Granny. 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 Colin's Granny.
And Colin Mathura Jeffrey on 27 October wrote on Twitter, I want to make a chocolate log, ... with cherries and whipped cream, ...
I actually just can't handle it. It's just so good.
He's the only one who does Twitter properly.
He also wrote a tweet about taking his nephew to Armageddon, and even in this tweet that just seems to be about Armageddon, he's managed to get some food in there. I've supplied water, sour lollies, and $50 for
Fuck.
him.
I want to go to Armageddon with Colin.
$50 is a hell of a
$50
lot,
and
eh?
sour lollies. He just
And
gets it.
sour lollies.
I have 2 pieces of.
Do you know what I love?
What is it, Jane?
I love sour lollies and I love chocolate log.
Mm-hmm.
He really speaks my language.
He speaks an incredible language. I think Colin's going to buy my giant ET.
Oh,
I feel really
what's the-
confident.
How
Okay,
does
so
the
you-
bidding
Well, we'll
work?
know tomorrow when this comes out. I'll do a shooey if he hasn't. I tagged him in it because I was like, I feel like Colin would dig. You know, Colin loves collectibles. He loves aliens and dinosaurs and superheroes. And so I tagged him in this because I was like, I don't think he's seen that I've been selling the whole collection. I tagged him in, would you buy this, at Colin Jeffrey. He said, super cute, I love E.T. How would you get it to Auckland? I said, he's in Mount Albert, Colin. Well, that's super for me. The bidding's open until 6:30 tonight. I think it's going to come through.
And what's the bid? What's the current bid?
It's only $55.
And
it's
he's
worth
leading?
so much more. No, actually, Josie at the spin-off's leading, which is a disaster. Because I asked her to bid. So I really need someone to come in and buy this giant ET off me. And I'd love it to be Colin.
Okay. More importantly, he texted you.
Yeah. And then he texted me as well, saying, from the future, seemingly, because it said, like, Colin, in 1 minute, instead of, like, the time that it had arrived, which I've never seen before, as Courtney pointed out.
Maybe
8:30 a.m. this morning. Why sell ET collection? I just told him they were weighing on my soul. Lovely ET's tucked away in the containers, and he just said, ha-ha. Which is pretty good interaction, I thought.
Oh.
Pretty friendly.
More questions than answers. He's such an enigma.
He also did a really good, just another little, kind of food-related, hold on, let me find it, Instagram post. It's himself against a green screen, with a speech bubble that he's clearly added, like me style in preview, that says, I heart avocado. And then the caption just, interviews are fun, especially when I reveal truths. Hashtag life at the fast lane, hashtag photo shoot, hashtag naughty lad, hashtag Colin Jeffrey, hashtag watch this space. I heart avocado.
Naughty lad.
Naughty lad. He's just so amazing.
I love it.
He's such a pure soul. He just loves food.
This is, I mean, is this one, you know how that one time we were like, let's make our reality TV recaps. Let's turn that podcast into a thing that's got lots of segments. Do you think the next natural progression is for us to just go, let's just take this one segment called Colin's Cranny, and that's our new podcast? Because it almost is now.
We could do it. Like,
yeah. We could do a Colin special, like a whole hour of Colin stuff. We've obviously done an hour with him, but it'd be good to do just a sort of, we'll go and do a big scrape.
Anatomy of a life.
Scrape.
Just get all of the materials we can.
All the DNA.
Yeah. Flush it out.
Okay, we just got to do this last sting for everyone to enjoy. Okay, we're just going to do the Matt's Key Corner sting, and here it is. And all that to say, we don't actually have anything to say. It's all very quiet on the European front. He hasn't done any posts on Instagram for a while.
Hasn't he come home?
So don't know where Max is at.
I thought his trip was finished.
I think he's moving on to Asia, the Asian leg of his travels. Right? I don't know.
Oh well.
So that's that.
Great ending.
Great ending. This is a little bit like Sarah's photo shoot at the lovely ski resort of Snow Planet, Auckland, New Zealand. Thank you very much for listening, everybody. Thank you, Nando's. Thank you, Tina.
Thank you, Tina.
Thank you,
Duncan and Alex.
Thank you,
I've spent this whole time looking at a screen where I can just see one each of your headphones and pretty much none of your faces.
Oh, well.
Well, that's better.
I don't want to see that anyway.
Yeah. Yuck.
It's been a long week.
All right, we'll catch you guys next week. Thank you for listening to our just insane podcast. Thank you.
Sign up to spin-off members.
Kia ora, I'm Alex Casey, Senior Writer at The Spin-Off. We wouldn't exist without the ongoing support of our generous members. If you're able to, you can make a donation at thespinoff.co.nz/donate.
Kia ora e te iwi, Te Aihe Butler here, Podcast Manager at The Spin-Off. If you enjoy listening to our podcasts, consider supporting our mahi by signing up to become a Spin-Off member at thespinoff.co.nz/donate. The Spin-Off Podcast Network.